Okay, we're live. Hey guys, welcome back to TSI. I'm Dave,
I'm Aaron.
I'm Evan.
and tonight's topic is truck guns. So we were discussing it a little bit at length before the live chat began, and we have a couple of, I guess, ideas. Really, this live chat is mostly for us to just talk about and bounce ideas off of each other, and perhaps you in the comment section. So feel free to comment. And all right, guys. So tell me what you were thinking.
Well, right now in my truck, the way my setup is I have my MCX set up like a T1 and a Surefire Scout on it. Um, Paired with that is my active shooter slash med bag, which has two AR mags and two pistol mags. So right now I have the MCX with that. I'm actually thinking about switching to my Mossberg 500. That being because I go to the gay state of Massachusetts so much more often now, that I'd rather have a gun that's 50 state legal, in case I ever get into an accident or something like that.
Right.
Um, Not to mention, I mean, the 12 gauge is a viable weapon. Just a lot of people don't get out and do it much. But you can get good with it. The biggest thing with the 12 gauge is you just gotta keep feeding it. That's the biggest drawback. So, I mean, that's my opinion right now. I mean, I don't know what Evan does for a truck gun, but
Yep. And you're up
Uh,
next.
when I do truck gun, normally I have a Polish Tantal. That's normally my truck gun. Before that, it was Winchester 1200, and
oh,
that was same thing. You just got
Yeah,
to remember to load it.
I've heard a lot of I've heard a lot of people mention about shotguns, about how they're a really good truck gun option. Currently, as of this date, I don't have a truck gun because I'm in the glorious People's Republic of New York. However, within 2 months, I'll be living in the free state of Virginia. So when that happens, I have to start planning. Now, originally, I thought that the perfect truck gun would be something that you can pair with a pistol or something like that, like a Glock fed carbine, or a carbine that takes a Glock magazine chambered at 9 millimeter, basically sharing the same caliber as your handgun. Although as time has gone on, I've become a little bit more open to the idea of a shotgun for many reasons, and because I'm going to have to go back to New York a lot, the shotgun thing actually makes a lot of sense because my Benelli M4 is New York legal, it's New Jersey legal, and I don't really have to worry about doing weird shit and playing games anymore because I don't have to. It's legal just the way it is. So that's my current idea. I even thought about on the crazy side of the spectrum, going NFA when I want to go to Virginia because I'm gonna have like a fucking party whenever I actually get out of this
Oh,
fucking communist state.
not not
Going
to not
Mark
to
18 suppressed.
not to interrupt you, but Joey's got a different email for you to try.
Okay, let me give that a shot.
yeah. And for those of you guys who are watching and everything, who are thinking shotguns, why the hell, that's antiquated. Why the hell would you have a shotgun when you got ARs and AKs and everything? And why would I, take my MCX out of my truck and put a Mossberg in it? As I mentioned before, 50 state legal and everything, and with proper training, there's guys out there who are phenomenal with shotguns. I mean,
Well,
just phenomenal.
the other nice thing with a shotgun is if you ever did have to pull it out and you ever did have to use it, it is far less scary to not gun people around you. You know,
Exactly.
in an active shooter situation, you pull out an AK or an AR, holy shit. If you come out with a shotgun, somebody might just assume you're an officer or something completely different.
Or a hunter if you got like something in a camo paint job or something.
Yep.
Right. That's why mine still has the wood furniture on it. It's a lot less, scary than black polymer furniture or anything like that. That there's
Yep.
just not a lot of options for the Winchesters. But
Exactly. And for those of you who think that a shotgun's a close range weapon, 25, 30, 40 yards and in, you're completely wrong.
Yeah, with
If you're good, if you practice, You could take slugs out to 100, 125.
And
Oh
and
yeah.
the funny part about shotgun is that not only can you find ammo everywhere, it's actually really, really, really cheap to train with that gun because trying birdshot is about 19 cents a round at Walmart typically.
Oh
And
yeah,
even if you have an auto loading shotgun, if you have a good auto loading shotgun, it's not going to be a problem. My Benelli had a couple of problems early on with light loads, but as soon as I worked it in, it just will eat it like nothing.
yeah, exactly. I mean, when I took my master shotgun instructor course, we shot what, like 280 rounds of birdshot, like 20
Yeah, that's
slugs
that's
and 20 buck.
that's like $40, like for the 200 rounds of birdshot.
Yeah,
That's like insane.
Right. And just and another cool thing is like I run the just because there's not a lot of options. I run the Velcro side saddles.
yeah, the
And
HSGI.
the ones I use are a different brand. I have to figure out what they are. I don't remember, but it's similar concept.
Yeah,
The nice thing about them is the shotgun holds 7+1, the card holds 7, and I can fit 2 cards into an AR pouch. Or the way that I'm going to set it up here soon is I'm going to get a duty belt with just the Velcro loop backing,
yeah,
and I can actually,
like from G Code.
yeah, and then I can stick all the hook panels to it and just tear them off and reload the side saddle like that.
Yeah, see, what I'm gonna end up doing is ordering a couple of the shot shell pouches from HSGI, the one that holds 12.
Hmm.
Order like 2 or 3 of those, and
Now,
um,
oh, well.
and reload my side saddle from those if I have to.
I saw. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the main prepper. Have you ever heard of that channel, YouTube?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, he's no longer on, but he had a video about shotgun home defense, and basically what he did to carry his shells around, his shotgun shells, he had like literally a sack, and he just kept the rounds in there. And if you're going for the stealth thing, you can do that with a shotgun. It's not super duper ultra mega brilliant to have shells floating around in a sack with no retention, but in terms of other options out there, like you wouldn't do that with an AR. That'd be absolutely really stupid. But with a shotgun, you can kind of get away with it. That's kind of another option that I like about it. You can just kind of
yeah,
throw shells into pockets and stuff like that if you had to.
yeah. When I
well,
took my
and
class, most of the guys are running. They just had a side saddle, and then all the other shells were in a dump pouch.
Yeah,
the,
and
one-
you can
the
get away
one
with that with a shotgun.
the one nice thing about having them on the belt too, is I could throw a T-shirt over it. You never know I had it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Shotguns also are good because since you use it so often, you can, if you need to go on a hunting trip or whatever, just nothing has to change.
Yeah, basically. I'm definitely floating with the idea of putting an optic on my shotgun.
Yeah,
One of my instructor, Todd Moriarty, was running a Mossberg, and he had a Sig Romeo 4 on it, and he was fast. I mean, I know you can be fast with a shotgun without it, but he was fast. I mean, that thing made him 2 times faster than normal. And I've always just liked the idea of having it because it's the same concept as a rifle. I mean, and people who say you don't have to aim with a shotgun, well, you're wrong. Every
well,
single one of us in the class, including our instructor, missed from like 10 yards with birdshot.
yeah. When people say like they don't have to aim a shotgun, like you just point a shotgun or something, it doesn't make any sense to me because you're using a sight on the shotgun. You're using like an actual sighting system in order to, I don't know, aim the shotgun. So I don't
Yeah.
really understand the concept of you just point a shotgun. No, asshole, you actually have to use the sights.
Exactly. And,
Yeah,
as far as the truck gun's concerned, I really like the idea of a shotgun because, like I said, 50 state legal, shotgun rounds are everywhere, especially 12
that
gauge.
few things stop a car faster than 1 ounce slugs.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, exactly. And I mean, if you get to the point where you're in a gunfight and you're just eating through rounds through your shotgun, you're someplace you should not be. You
yeah.
walked in on something that you should not be walking in on.
Yeah, you got to keep in mind that most defensive shootings involve very little rounds, less than 10. So if you are
Yeah.
dumping mag after mag, and I can say mag in the shotgun because it's an internal mag, you're having a really bad day, and you probably shouldn't be there. And if you are there, what are you fighting? The fucking zombies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, I was asked um, by one of the guys, how many rounds do I carry with my shotgun normally? And honestly, I think around 30 to 40 rounds would be considered, a good combat loadout, in my opinion.
So on that note, like, do you carry mostly shot, or do you carry slugs, or a combination of the two?
Um, what my setup is right now is I've got 20 buck. Well, I've got 6 in the gun, so 5 in the tube, 1 in the chamber, 5 more on a side saddle of buck. So there's 11. Another 12 rounds of buck, and then I can have 12. 12 slugs.
Yeah,
On my home defense shotgun, I actually the whole tube. I don't carry one in the chamber just because most shotguns aren't drop safe. So I do 7 in the tube, and then my side saddle has 5 buck and 2 slugs.
Yeah, and what I like to do for my shotgun, because a lot of guys, ask, well, how do I differentiate my buckshot from my slugs? I color code. I
Yeah,
really
I
do.
color code. I color code, and for when it's dark, my slugs are actually facing up,
Yep,
brass
yeah. I was
up.
gonna say if you're running a side saddle and you're doing what Evan's doing, where you have like 3 buck on a side saddle and 2 slugs, orient them in different ways. That way you know.
yeah, or simply just color code them. It could be as simple as putting a whiteout mark on one of the shells.
Well, not even
Well, and
that, Dave. I
most slugs are
buy
different colored anyway.
Yeah, and that's true
exactly.
as
Well, that's
well.
what I'm saying. I'm not gonna buy the military buckshot, that OD green,
Yeah,
and then have green slugs. I'll have like red buckshot, like Winchester,
yeah.
That's
That that
exactly
and
that
what
then
I
green.
do.
that military, that quote military surplus buckshot or whatever it is, it's super not tight.
No,
No.
I
and
actually have good luck with was it Suprema buckshot. It's like a medium brass double aught buck, and it patterns really well out of the
yeah,
Winchester.
I have the S&B. It's like cheap S&B low brass buckshot. Actually, it's pretty accurate for what it is, but because the case is a little bit longer because of that crimp, it doesn't fit 5 shots into my Benelli. It only fits 4 because usually it's 5 in the tube, 1 in the chamber, but it's actually with this particular ammo, 4 in the tube, 1 in the chamber. That's kind of a problem, but
Now if
the
I
ammo.
no, go ahead.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm just going to say that the Benelli tube is just really tight, and so you might have that problem.
I was going to say with a semi-auto, if I was running like a Benelli or even the Mossberg 930, I would definitely keep one in the chamber.
yeah. Um, I did mess around with some of the um Winchester Ranger reduced recoil slugs,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a big difference. Those things are fantastic because I can tell you what, my chest was getting beat the fuck up by those slugs.
The
Yeah.
Fiocchi low recoil slugs and the Benelli do not mix. That my gun hated those things.
Pump action
Yeah,
for the win.
if I'm running slugs, I just run full power slugs. I don't care. Because if
Yeah,
it
well,
comes
the
down to
thing I
me
like about
needing a
the
slug, I
well,
don't care
yeah,
how much it kicks.
um, I was gonna say have either of you messed with the Agia mini slugs?
Yeah, I
Nah.
actually have shot some out of the Benelli, believe it or not, and it will chamber, but it will not extract.
Okay, pump action for the win again.
Yeah, I haven't tried. Last time I tried them, it was when they first came out in the buckshot, and I shot them out of a Serbu mini shorty.
Oh
So
Jesus!
instead of 3 shots, you got like 4. I think it was 4 or 5. 3 in the gun, 1 in the tube, and that was a cool gun. That to me would be a great, not truck gun, but like a cab gun. Like if I drove a semi, something like that would be great.
So onto the other options, because we definitely agree that shotguns are a good option. What about something like a pistol caliber carbine? How do you guys feel about that?
Um, Honestly, I like the idea of a pistol caliber carbine. My fiance has a um, CZ Scorpion Evo that she really likes. And the one thing I like about it is the fact that ammo's cheap. You know, I could pick up 500 rounds of brown bear for like $90.
Yeah, really.
So there's an advantage for that. With modern technology and the way rounds are designed and everything, I mean, a 16-inch barrel will push 124 grain plus P out, going like what 1475, 1500 feet per second.
Something like
Something like
that.
that.
You know, so I mean, I could just imagine the
You're shooting
damage.
a 30 carbine at that point.
Yeah, I could just imagine the damage at that point, and you can still reach out to 7,500 yards
Yeah, that is
if you
true.
have to.
If you have a plus P plus coming out of a 16-inch barrel, yeah, you got some serious firepower.
Yeah, exactly. Um, the problem is though, you do have to worry about over penetration, even more than rifles.
Mm-hmm. That is
And
an
a lot of
issue.
people don't understand that, but you know, it's true, especially once you start getting to those super high, speeds. Over penetration is a big thing.
Yeah, I like the idea of a pistol caliber carbine for the simple fact is that it's a rifle, so that's kind of a thing. You know, with the advantages of a rifle, it can shoot straight and all that happy shit. And then if you have something like that can share a magazine with a pistol, that kind of helps too because you don't have to buy as much stuff. You know, you have your 133 round magazine for a Glock, and you've got it for your rifle and everything like that. That's kind of cool. And
Yeah,
then sort of the other part that I like about it is that suppression.
yeah.
I've always been interested in that just because if you're going to whip out a truck gun, you're probably going to have to do it like in a mall or some shit or whatever, or maybe at extremely close range or at a gas station or whatever. Insert realistic scenario here, and you're not going to have any hearing protection on, and when you know fire off a round, it might help you just a little bit to have a little bit of suppression in your life.
Well,
Well,
not just that, but say you got a
even without a suppressor, pistol caliber carbines are naturally much quieter than rifles.
No, and you're right. They're not very loud. Like especially if the gun is 16 inches.
yeah, and also
Yeah.
the advantage of a pistol caliber carbine, especially if it's suppressed, is um if you're with somebody, like you got a buddy or a wife or whatever with you, and they hear you shooting, they know that that's friendly fire. You know, they hear
Yeah.
that suppressor shooting. Um, Also, the advantage to a pistol caliber carbine is everything is lighter,
It
You
is.
can
so
carry a lot more mags.
you can carry.
Because
Because the magazines are so much smaller. Let's take the MPX or the Scorpion. For the amount of space that one AR mag takes up, you could put two SMG mags.
yep.
But the funny
You know,
part about that is it's a minor point, but the 9 millimeter ammunition actually weighs more than 223. So for volume, you're actually saving quite a bit, but for weight, you're actually not like the actual weight of the rounds.
Yeah.
But for the
But
gun itself, you are saving quite a bit of
well,
weight because
that's what I meant.
Evo is like 5 pounds or some shit.
Yeah. Um, in my personal opinion, if you get a hoof it, like Evan, for instance, is in the middle of Texas and his vehicle shits the bed on him or whatever, like God forbid the zombie apocalypse happens. Um, which he'd be jumping up and down for that.
You mean
Anyway,
Hillary supporters?
yeah. Um, it's just less weight you got to deal with if you got to walk, but you still got enough ammo and everything on you to deal with some business if you have to.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying you got to carry 10 magazines on your person if you carry 5 AR mags, but instead of having 2 or 3 on a belt, you can now have 4 or 5 plus 1 on the gun. So
Yeah. And the nice thing about, especially some of the stuff that's chambered, or uses like Glock mags, is you could carry, if you had to, you could pick up like 15-round mags and throw them in there or whatever,
Yeah, if you had to switch out, you had to quickly switch your pistol mag to your rifle for whatever reason. But at that point, like, you're having a really bad day.
Yeah, if you run out of all your 33-round Glock mags and you go to your 15-round carry mags, you're having a really bad afternoon.
Yeah, if the Chinese are invading, then that's probably a likely scenario at that point. But generally speaking, you're not gonna, if you got 2 or 3 magazines, you're probably gonna be all right. You got to use more than that. You're probably facing Red Dawn or some bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. And the nice thing is, I still think, and this is a little off subject, but are y'all still there? Did I drop?
We lost Aaron.
Okay, not surprising.
He's back.
yeah, sorry about that. So Chad from Family Tactical was asking about the crank for a truck gun.
I think it's a fucking
hell yeah.
awesome option.
Hell yeah. And crank? Hell yeah. Especially in 5.45 or 7.62. And I only say that because those 2 rounds perform better out of a short barrel than 5.56.
Well, part of the whole thing with the crank is that it was designed for vehicle crews, so it was it's kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be really nice. I mean, it's super light. It's like 5 pounds or some shit.
Load or empty, I think they're 6 even.
Empty, they're 6.
6 even, yeah.
Yeah.
So 7 pounds with a mag.
Yeah. I even thought about something like a Mark 18 or some shit. That'd be really fun.
Well, I just like the crank because if you fold it,
yeah,
and you can stuff it down in the center console of your car.
Yeah.
And you could still fire out the windshield with it folded if you had to. Now, I'm not going to say it's the optimal thing, but if you're driving down the... I mean, honestly, if someone's standing in front of my car, I'm just going to hit them with the car. But because that's got way more stopping power than anything.
No, man, you got to like lift up that crank and go blah 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 right out the front window.
I might do both. I might, if they get stuck on the hood, some like maybe I'm going after Martin Riggs, I don't know, and he winds up on the hood of the car, I can just doop through the windshield. But yeah, I'm just going with the car. That's my truck gun. It's the car.
Yeah, I mean, if life were perfect and there was no NFA, I would carry the shit out of a crank. But there is an NFA, and I'd still perhaps carry a crank. But
well, you can always do a pistol.
Yeah, that's true, with a folding brace or some shit.
Because I mean, you wouldn't want to stick a brace to your shoulder anyway,
No, of course not. No, don't even talk like that.
You're defending yourself in a ATF agent is there.
Don't fucking talk like that, Evan. We don't talk about that shit. I would rather die than convert a pistol to an SBR by putting it to my shoulder, okay?
But, hold on. You can't put it to your shoulder, but you can put it to your chest.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think they actually came out and said you could put it to your shoulder as long as you weren't in the commitments of a crime.
Yeah, it's really stupid. It's like, as long as you don't intend to commit a crime, it's like the Hillary Clinton effect, then it's okay.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, in my personal humble opinion, I like the shotgun for a truck gun. The only disadvantage to it is most body armor is going to stop shotgun rounds.
Yeah, even soft armor.
Even soft armor, even a slug. I mean, you're going to feel it.
Yeah, I was going to say, however, it's still probably going to knock someone over. They're really not going to have a good time. Plus, if you think about how much body armor actually covers somebody, there's a lot of places for shot to weasel its way in.
Oh, yeah.
It might not be a deadly shot, but I'm sure it'll still be combat effective.
And honestly, I'm not that concerned with someone wearing armor because the majority of the people that a civilian is going to be facing is not going to be decked out in armor.
Well, it's actually become way more common.
I would say
very common.
I would say, Dave. See, I'm not gonna if it's a normal everyday encounter, say at the gas station, I'm not going for my truck gun. That's what I have my 320 for. My truck gun is for something unimaginable, like if a Boston bombing happened or a Dallas type situation was going on.
Yeah, that I can
Yeah.
understand.
Something like
Well,
that.
see,
That's where, and if
even
I could get back to my vehicle.
well, like even me, I work at a pawn shop, and they actually arrested. It was a couple years ago. They arrested. It was 4 guys who were decked out in body armor with AKs that were going to raid the actual fucking pawn shop I work at. And their plan was to just come in firing. Now, granted, some vigilant citizen caught them in their car in the parking lot while they were getting ready and called the police. And the police caught them before anything ever happened. But their plan was to come in. Now, granted, it was light body armor, it's Kevlar, but they had body armor, they had AKs and Dracos and all sorts of shit.
I mean, yeah, Dave. How many of all the active shooters and stuff that happen
I'm sorry,
nowadays? How
choppers.
often are the guys wearing body armor?
Not very frequently. The uh,
Um,
the the last time I heard of an active shooter wearing body armor was the. I mean, I might be behind on the times, but the last time I heard was the Colorado shooter, and he wasn't actually wearing body armor. So
you had the guys in Columbine, if I can remember right. They had homemade stuff.
yeah.
The North
You
Hollywood
had
shootout.
the Dallas
Well,
guy,
the North Hollywood shootout. Yeah, the Dallas guy. That's true. He had body armor.
the guy down in Louisiana. That happened right after Dallas.
You mean it was like the Black Lives Matter guy who shot that
Yep.
cop? Yeah.
No, shot like 4 of them.
I didn't hear about that one, but yeah,
The
I
one that
believe you.
happened down in Baton Rouge,
Yeah,
where 3
I do
cops were
remember it, but
killed.
I didn't know he had body armor on.
Oh yeah. Here in my home state, Carl Draga, 20 years ago, he had body armor on. He killed 2 state troopers, wounded a fish and game officer, and wounded like 2 more troopers and a border patrol agent before being killed. And he had body armor.
It's funny being from Texas. I was like, was there a border patrol agent? But then I remembered y'all have Canada.
Gotta keep
Freaking.
those fucking Canadians out.
Well, speaking of
Yeah.
Texas, the Tyler, Texas shootout,
Yep.
the courthouse shootout, the guy who was shooting had body armor, and a civilian intervened with it. He had a 1911, and he shot the dude like 3 or 4 times. And he didn't know the guy had body armor on. The guy ended up killing the armed citizen.
See, I don't believe that because he was using 45, and that's just wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I know. So it happens more often than people think.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that's why I kind of prefer the rifle. Is if there was ever such a scenario, 545 is definitely going through body armor, at least soft shell.
Yeah.
and stuff like AR 500.
Yeah, if I'm close enough. Well, it doesn't get quite fast enough to go through the level 4A fucking steel armor.
No,
Or
not
they
the
call it
4A,
like
but the 3A.
they call it like a 3+ or something.
Yeah.
But that is a point, though. Like the extra barrier penetration of a rifle, and obviously the increased range, and also the fact that you can typically shoot it faster than a shotgun. Not that you can't shoot a shotgun quick.
And also
Well,
ammo. You
Ammo,
have
yeah,
way
ammo
more
is
rounds.
way more rounds. That's a thing. And changing ammunition, not that you're likely to do so, but if you had to, you could do it much faster. Unless you had like a Vepr 12 or some shit, which would be funny as hell.
but even a Vepr 12 you could change pretty quick.
I'm saying that the Vepr 12
Oh yeah,
is yeah.
God, I'd love a Vepr 12 SBS.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Honestly, if I didn't live in New York, rather than buying the Benelli, I would have bought the Vepr.
But you can live in commie state
Yeah, for now.
for now.
Oh, I just got a YouTube update. Top Secret Industries is live.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, in my email.
Oh my god, you better start watching.
Yeah, last time I
I don't
checked,
know
we
if I
had 7 viewers.
We have a total of 6 now. We're getting really famous.
yeah, it's usually how our live chats go.
Like,
5 people, and then it goes to
there's probably like
one.
this one. There's like this one dude is like, I bet this one guy's like, oh man, there's Top Secret Energy. It's coming on tonight, and everyone else is like, oh, I'm just fucking bored sitting on my security desk.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
I'm
I'll
sure one of
entertain
them.
you.
I'm sure one of them is Evo, just like at work, like, ooh.
Yeah,
I need this, guys. I need this.
we're background noise.
Yeah, pretty much. I need
I
this,
don't mind.
guys.
I didn't say Lee. I said Evo.
Oh, well, who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Don't you dare compare Evo to Lee.
I don't even know who that is. So you know what? He's been erased from my memory. Not that he ever existed in it, guys.
Mm.
Okay, so question that I know some viewers are gonna probably have of the 6 viewers we have. Um, combat loadout for your truck gun, Evan.
It's rifle and 3 mags and a little bandolier Dulio.
Yeah, because like Reed says, if you can't do it at 120 rounds, you're gonna get well. No, you're gonna be famous either way with 120 rounds.
Yeah. Well, I've considered getting some of the Bravo concealment mag holders and just putting them on a duty belt or something. Just throw on, or I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, you could always just stick it in your pocket too. I mean,
Okay, Clint.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it is a whole rifle magazine. It's not like it's gonna get turned around in your fucking front pocket.
Yeah, you know what I got on Amazon? I have one of those bandoliers, like one of those USGI ones that carries about 6 mags. Whenever I travel around, I actually have a little Blackhawk tennis racket bag thingamajig that I carry around, and I just stick the bandolier in there, and I've got 6 mags ready to go.
That's not bad.
See,
See,
Dave's ready for the invasion of Afghanistan.
see,
Absolutely.
we see.
Evan's ready for a Dow shooting again.
Yeah, and that was my thing. Like, it was one of those things. Like, it was over so fast. I was like, damn it, I couldn't get down there in time. But I probably would have got shot. So,
Now,
by
Evan, I do have a question. Were you running down there?
I was getting ready to. I was I was like loading, like getting in the Jeep, and then I was like, you know what? I'll probably get shot by Dallas PD.
Yeah.
They'd probably pull their Barrett out and shoot my Jeep. Or throw a
Yeah,
C4
that's
at
an,
it.
like Evan said. The shotgun is definitely less threatening
Intimidating.
looking.
Yeah.
So I mean, even though I had the scary black furniture that from Magpul on my shotgun,
It's
um,
still way less threatening looking.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have a Benelli 4, but I would even say that from a distance, it just looks like a hunting shotgun or something.
And really, all shotguns are hunting shotguns, just shortened.
Hmm.
I mean, I mean, what is the number one hunting rifle in the U.S.?
That'd
Any
be the
hint?
30-30, right?
Probably a 30-30.
No, it's the AR.
Oh.
The AR
Is it?
is the most used hunting
Ugh.
rifle.
Yeah, but like in Texas, you can't hunt with a tricked out AR. It's got to be like um, a specific hunting model. Like it can't have features on it.
Are you
Like you can
serious?
have a pistol. You can have a pistol grip, obviously. It just can't. You can't like take your M4 out shooting deer with it.
What do you got to do though? You got to put like a camo scheme on it and say for hunting use only.
No, it's usually like the way they do it is it's a longer barrel. It's a free float handguard. It's just a tube. That's usually what I see anyway, and that's probably just because hunters are buying them. I don't know if that's the law. I'm not
I was gonna
really a
say,
hunter.
um, because it's just the most used
Did I just
platform,
open another drink?
mainly with all the different calibers,
God
whether
damn.
it's 5.56 or 308, or any of the other calibers out there.
I
If the
just
AR's
opened up
chambered
2
in,
drinks.
Good job, Net.
Yeah, it's a good show.
YOLO. Yeah, for future truck gun, I'm debating whether or not after this conversation whether or not to include an AR or just slap the Benelli 4 into the car. Now I value stealth a lot, and honestly, the AR is a lot easier to hide for the simple reason that it comes apart. The Benelli does too, obviously, but not like the AR.
Well, you know what my first truck gun was? My first truck gun was a
M44 Mosin.
No, well, that was one of them, but the first one was a 4570 guide gun.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice.
No.
I would even
If you
take
want,
like a Rossi 357 Magnum carbine or some shit, lever action.
well, the nice thing about the 4570 is someone hid behind the car long ways, I could still hit them. Yeah.
See, I thought about taking my 30-30 and putting it as my truck gun, but it was like,
It's
no.
definitely non-threatening. Like if you were had that in your car, I'd be like, "Oh, you going hunting there, buddy?" Not, "Oh my God, he's about to go to the mall and shoot
Yeah,
people."
exactly. and that was the nice thing about the 4570s. I lived in Alabama, so it was one of those things where like nobody gave a shit. But if I'd had like my HK or my set me, C30 or C93 in the back, like they would have been like, oh God, oh 40 round mags. Like, but with a 4570, nobody said that. They're like, oh God, 4 round mags.
I think an SKS would also be a good option for the simple reason is that if you need to go to a McDonald's, you can take it out of the car and open carry it.
That is the official
And
rifle of open
yeah,
carry at
open carry at
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Yes. For those of you who don't know, we recently declared the SKS the official gun of open carrying at McDonald's. So the SKS may not be
Second,
a bad idea if you have open carry in your state because I mean you want to go along with classiness, right? And being classy is carrying an SKS into McDonald's.
it needs to have Tabco furniture and mags though.
No, no, it doesn't, but it certainly adds to the classy factor.
Oh my God, Miles. Okay, so not to interrupt and not to get off topic, but we do that a lot here. Miles just posted the new Springfield AR looks solid. Mid-length and a 1 and 8 are neat.
Honestly, with the Springfield AR, I kind of shrug my shoulders and go,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
And I just replied,
I
nobody
actually
cares.
forgot that they didn't have an AR.
I know,
That's
same
how
here.
much I cared.
I mean, whatever. Like, it could be a good AR, but like, what's the point? I've already got BCM and spikes. So,
And
It's got
Daniel
BCM
Defense.
and UTG parts in it.
what's UTG? The handguard?
I think the trigger
No, the
group is
handguard's
UTG.
BCM.
The trigger guard is UTG
Trigger group.
group.
Mm-hmm.
UTG makes trigger groups.
I think so.
It's nickel boron and nickel
Yeah.
Teflon coated.
A nickel Teflon coated UTG fire control group.
I think. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm not an AR guy.
I'm not. No, I'm just admiring the
Yeah.
fact that that's the most retarded thing I've ever heard. Not the
I
fact
think
that you're
I think it
wrong.
was I think Mac was the one that said that it had UTG parts in it.
Probably the
Yeah, no,
handguard.
it's just it comes with the mounts for the optics and stuff, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
But
yeah.
yeah,
That's
no, the handguards, which I thought were Magpul, but I'm like Magpul doesn't make key mod, is actually an exclusive by BCM.
Was it a polymer guard?
Yes,
It looks kind of
oh,
interesting.
it's got like
polymer guard key
It's got
mod.
like metal
Yeah.
reinforcements around the key mod slots, though.
That is, if you ever want to lose key mod, that's how you lose key mod.
Hey guys, want to snap off your key mod slots? Well, check a look at this.
We're gonna have a great big party where we hook up all our key mod to our Springfield Armory ARs and smash them against things and break lights off.
And then after that, we can go to McDonald's and open carry our SKSs. Why the fuck not?
In protest.
In protest of the shitty thing that we just did.
I don't know, man. It to me, it's an AR. Okay, cool. Like I said, I thought they might have already done one. They just sold it under a different brand. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the new things.
It's like
Would you use it as a
it's
truck gun though?
I mean, nobody
I-
outside
It's
of
an AR.
nobody outside of Guns and Ammo and Miles thinks that we need another AR.
Ooh,
Yeah,
them's fighting words. Guns and ammo are a bunch of shitheads.
yeah. They said it. I'm sure Guns and Ammo will write a glowing review.
Well, they always
Uh,
do. They're like the R51 is fucking amazing.
I mean, I honestly think that the AR has reached its peak.
Yeah,
It-
like I said. I thought they made it forever. I assumed since everybody else
there's
made
nothing
one.
new that a company can come out with as far as a full AR.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
hasn't
at
been
this point,
invented
like,
yet.
I don't know if you're selling just an AR mid-length carbine
Great.
or an SBR. I mean, like, what?
And
What?
it's in a weird
Why?
price. And it's in a weird price point.
I'd rather just buy a
It's in
6920 and call it a fucking day.
it's in a weird price point because I can get a Smith and Wesson or a Ruger AR for less than $700, or I can spend $899 for the Springfield, or just spend $899 on a BCM and be done with it.
Yeah,
And have
just
a
build
cold
a,
hammer forged
Or
barrel.
Midwest.
or even just build
Yeah.
a like a Palmetto State Armory for less than that.
Yeah, with a cold hammer forged barrel.
Yeah. I mean, my carbine upper with a ballistic advantage barrel, with everything together, it cost about $400.
It
So
would almost be better if Springfield just came out with AR parts.
yeah, did you know Magpul's making AR parts now? They make buffer tubes and shit, which is entirely pointless. Yeah, they do actually. They have like an enhanced Magpul 7-position buffer tube.
So
Ooh.
they're getting back into the firearms game after doing
Ooh.
t-shirts and gloves and
Yeah, Magpul's stepping up their game, making them 7-position buffer tubes. You know, something
Seven-position
that
tubes
Voltar
and
did like 5 years ago, but okay.
7-position buffer tube and rodeo gloves.
Fuck yeah, man. Next thing you know, they're going to be making wall.
They're gonna have like a belt buckle for their belts. It's got like the big Magpul logo on it, like a rodeo belt buckle.
This is only in Texas. It's gonna call it like Magpul has some really good but really weird marketing stuff. You know,
yeah, they do.
the dumbest shit I ever saw from Magpul is that stupid fucking like crayon bag that they make, the DACA bag or whatever the fuck it is. It looks like
Crayon bag.
it looks like something I would have taken to school and kept in my fucking trapper keeper. Like when I saw that, like they advertised it, like, man, you could put all sorts of shit in there. I'm like, why the fuck would I buy a Magpul bag? What am I?
My girlfriend had fired like one gun before she met me, and she had a Magpul phone case.
Oh well, the phone cases are pretty good. I have one. I like
Well,
those.
no, they're fine, but I was like, oh, you have a Magpul case? She's like, yeah. I was like, you know they make gun stuff, right? She's like, I had no idea.
Yeah, the Magpul case. I've got the I got the Bakelite orange one.
Oh, hers is the old for like her iPhone S 1.5 or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like an old ass iPhone. I think it's a 3.
I'm so done with Magpul. The only thing from Magpul I buy now is the sling mounts.
I still buy their stuff. But in terms of magazines, I don't go out seeking PMags anymore. Like I actually seek out Lancers if I can find them.
GI mags.
I want to try
NGI
the 545 mags and beat the shit out of them and see how they go.
Yeah,
But you know, they were supposed to release the end of summer, and here it is November, and they're still not out.
would you put that in a truck gun?
No. I mean, if they hold up and they work fine, maybe.
Yeah.
But
We'll see. I think we're gonna have better luck with those than we did the 47 mags.
I'm sure we will. And honestly, like they'll be decent training mags or whatever. But my loadout mags will still be my Bulgarians and East Germans.
In a truck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's always got to come back to the truck, so I'm just going to randomly insert truck.
See, what I thought about doing is because I ride a motorcycle too, so I'm like, fuck, how do I have a truck gun?
Oh, dude, you can do the Arnold thing with the lever action.
Yeah.
No, what I'm
Or
thinking
even a
about doing
pump
is
gun would
actually
work.
that's where the pistol caliber carbine is going to come in.
Oh yeah. Oh, a Tavor though. A Tavor and a motorcycle would be kind of fun.
I mean, I could go all World War II and just get a side saddle for it.
M1
With
carbine.
Put a Thompson in it.
Yeah.
Get out of here, you krauts!
Well, speaking of pistol
Keep
caliber,
the change, you filthy animal.
Speaking of pistol caliber carbines, Dave, if you want to have the same round as your 1911, you could always pick up a Thompson.
Yeah, you
You
could
know
also
what?
have, and they'll also be from the same era.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You know what? Actually, believe it or not, Scott brought this up to me. He said, at some point you plan to get a semi-automatic Thompson. So owning a 45 caliber handgun, you might as well stay with 45 for a while because you do want to get a semi-automatic Thompson. It is
That should be
entirely
your.
pointless to buy it. It's entirely pointless. It
You
is
should
it
just.
is not
That should be
useful
your
in the
first.
least,
That
but
should be
it's
your first
fucking
SBR.
cool.
It should
Well,
be your
there was
first
that
SBR.
dude recently, like
Oh
a month
yeah.
ago, who shot a couple cops with it.
No, he shot a bunch of. It was people driving by, and
Or
like a
whatever. I couldn't
citizen
remember
shot him.
exactly.
dude, for style points, that would be a really fun truck gun because it ain't never been done before.
Ain't never been done before. You know they made Thompsons with folding stocks.
I think they did. Yeah, I remember hearing.
Yeah, they
Dude,
look just
Aaron,
like.
your camera's on. You're taking a piss live on the internet.
He doesn't care.
Care, YOLO.
YOLO.
He's having a kid. He didn't care.
Yeah.
But you would get some style points if you stuck a Thompson in a scabbard or in your car and you did it that way.
I have a 11.5 pound unloaded pistol caliber carbine.
Yeah, which fulfills the light part of the equation. Weighs more than M1 Garand, but that's all right.
Oh, hey, Dave, you should use your there you go. Use your M1 Garand as a truck gun.
I could, yeah, but that's fucking 30-06. I don't know, but the overpenetration would definitely be a thing.
I got
Don't worry,
this.
everybody. I got this.
Bam, 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 ping.
Get those Bangalores ready. Oh, why am I saying that?
Dave just whips out the Garand out of the back of his car and just goes, "Everybody down."
That's so retarded.
Poor bastard just has a cavitated chest with one shot. Just falls down in a heap of shit.
Man, all I did was throw eggs at you. Oh.
Hey, eggs are dangerous.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's diving. Miles gets shot in the ass.
Ah!
Hold this position.
Pop, 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 ping.
I'll carry like a K-Pod helmet in my car too, just in case. Put in the helmet, take out the Garand, and be like, "I'm going in, guys."
Have your in-block clips pushed onto the sling like they did in World War II.
Yeah. Honestly, the M1 Garand is not even that bad of an option because, it's fucking horrible, but it's
Dude, not that bad of an option.
but it's fucking horrible. But if you're talking about a gun,
guys behind them.
if you're talking about a gun that doesn't necessarily inspire fear, it would be the M1 Garand because it's got wood and looks all classy and stuff. I mean, it's dumb as hell for gun guys, but people get scared of that kind of thing.
Now, the M1 Garand would be sweet.
I mean, it would be dumb as fuck, but it would be style.
We definitely would be covering reloads a lot.
Yes.
He wouldn't even have to say reloading or cover me.
I got this. My gun does it for me. So yeah, the M1 Garand, not a really great truck gun. Unless there are zombies and you have to go through like a bunch of objects.
Especially if they're Nazi zombies.
Yes, that's the most dangerous. I'm not sure what they'll be doing in rural Virginia, but why not?
Speaking of the M1 Garand, I want to take Clints Class there.
Yeah, dude, that sounds like really fun because I would love to run my M1 through a rifle course just to say I did it.
See, I'd run my 30-30.
Oh, that'd be fun as hell too.
Oh, are you kidding me? Hell yeah, I'd run my 30-30.
That should be a thing one day for TSI. We'll all go to Thunder Ranch and do the old rifle course. I'll bring the Garand, you bring the 30-30. Evan could
Bring a Mosin.
Bring a Mosin. He's got a Mosin. You have a Mosin, right?
I have a Chinese Type 53.
Perfect. You're the only one who's going to have more reloads than me.
See, the thing is, Evan would have to do it with fixed bayonet.
Yes, he would.
Of course.
It's the only way to shoot
Is
him.
there any other way to do it? Yeah.
You know they zeroed him like that, right?
Some people did.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would make a huge difference.
No, it wouldn't.
But
You have to have like communist gear, and you have to charge the enemy with your bayonet charge out.
and Miles can be running behind you in case you get shot, and he can pick up the weapon.
He can be like Upham from Private Ryan.
Oh Jesus. Oh,
Miles asked to join.
yes he did.
Okay. No.
No, this is the cool kids club. You can't be if you're not cool. You can't join.
Somebody would have to bring an
He's-
SKS.
Yes.
He sent me a text, and he said Dave, and I was like, this is Evan.
He doesn't have my number though.
You're not worthy, Miles.
Miles, you don't have my number, bro. Unless he's trying to he just texted Evan just to say my name. Hey Evan, yeah, Dave. Okay.
That would be a Miles move.
That's his speed.
Now, do you guys have like glove box guns, like guns that you just leave in the glove box?
No.
I don't think I'd ever do that.
Well, not leave all the time, but something you just put in there as like an extra pistol or something.
I mean, like on TFB TV, I make fun of them a lot, but the one dude, Alex, he said he bought a Browning High Power for his glove box, and I'm like, that's not even a bad idea because they're on the surplus market right now.
Yeah, like an old Mac.
See, if I was going to do that, I'd do a Makarov, a Bulgarian Makarov.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Makarov
Or
or
a
even one of the,
CZ82.
or a Tokarev.
I like the CZ82s. Well, I like all the Macs, but the CZ82 is especially nice because it's specifically designed for higher pressure cartridges. Like the Underwood Plus P Makarov is still far below the loading charts of the 9x18.
Yeah, and also ambi as fuck, yo.
Mm-hmm. And 12+1.
Exactly.
I would say I have a fireproof safe gun. I have a little Derringer I keep in there.
A Derringer.
Yeah.
My landlord carries a North American Arms 22 mag Derringer, like the 5-shot little Derringer pistol, little mini revolver.
Not
Would you ever carry
mine's 357.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, 22 mag with the right loading though rivals 380.
Would you consider carrying like a Ruger takedown in your car as kind of like a, oh fuck, I have to go hunt something truck gun?
Yeah, no shit hits the fence there. Yeah, I would.
Like a Ruger takedown 22.
Just use whatever rifle you have. Just go for the head on little critters.
What if they're zombies though?
Oh, that's a good point. 22 is much quieter.
Yeah. You know, the Israelis use the 22 as a sniper rifle.
No,
What?
they use it as a crowd control rifle.
But that means 22 is a viable option. So go fuck yourself.
Their pilots carry them in the cockpits too. That doesn't make it good.
No, it's the ultimate assault weapon. Fuck off.
Somebody posted that one time. They're arguing with me about 22 being a viable option. They're like, the Israelis carry it in the cockpit of their jumbo jets.
Yeah, but the
I'm like,
Israelis also
okay.
carry chamber empty.
Yeah, with everything. And they also like have this stylized pistol movement where they draw it and like take a step to the back and like turn it sideways and charge it and do
It
that.
looks gay as
attention
fuck.
hold. It's so ridiculous.
Listen, if there
Every time I
are
watch
any
them trigger,
IDF,
like "Kapap!" and they shoot.
like, why? Like, why would you waste time doing that?
Oh my god! Did you see what Miles just posted?
No.
What?
Just check the chat.
I don't want to get hurt. What? What is that? Oh, is it like an Orbets or some shit?
Yeah, it's Orbets.
Orbets. Yeah, that's an awesome truck
Orbets.
gun, Miles. You got to carry that one.
Get a rig for it.
Yeah, man. You got to carry
See
that.
that?
Carry.
You
See,
carry that
that's
like in
what
a thigh
Evan would
rig.
have if he was a truck driver.
Dude,
That's what Miles would carry. You said?
No, I said that's what Evan would have if he was a truck driver.
actually, no. If I was a truck driver, I'd have like a little SBS fucking over under before I'd have that.
I carry the Judge.
The Judge isn't, with the right loading and the 3-inch Magnum, the Judge isn't a terrible choice for that. But it's more of like across the cab, like huzzah, and you just bam, 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 and drive away.
Oh, carry a C96 Mauser.
Don't worry about my ambiguous looking wooden holster. Ha ha! Just pull it out.
Have a Mauser carbine. Yo, a Schnellführer.
Oh no.
No Feuer or some shit.
Yep.
Break yourself, motherfucker!
Get a well rod.
Okay, now let's go into the realm of the ridiculous truck gun. The friggin' Thompson was a great one.
Get a Tech 9.
Yeah, Tech. Yeah, yo, man, he got a Tech.
Mini Uzi.
Mini, yeah, or a micro Uzi.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just
No. You get extra cool points if you know what this is. A VZ61.
oh yeah, the little Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. It's one of those things. It's the only time 32 ACP is super effective because it's shot so fast out of it. It was so many that you die.
If I was gonna have a ridiculous truck gun, though, it would be a. I guess I'm trying to think the most ridiculous crap I can think of.
I don't know. The VZ Scorpion is pretty good.
But that could actually be useful though. Like this has to be borderline useless. A 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum carbine.
Oh God. Miles, that's not a bad. That wouldn't be bad.
Actually,
What
yeah,
do you say?
PPSH 41.
Oh fuck yeah, that's actually a good option. I'm looking for shitty options.
talk about 500 Smith & Wesson carbines are awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you want to blow your eardrums out and kill the guy at the same time.
I want a ricing. No, I want a BAR.
An SBR, BAR.
Yes.
Yeah, get one that cut down like Bonnie and Clyde.
A whip it gun, full auto.
Yeah, whip it gun. Jump, 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 jump.
Has no stock, no sights, has like a 3-inch barrel.
There's so many abbreviations in this.
A SBR, BAR, whip it gun.
Okay, Miles, you're just getting stupid now.
A PPSH, okay, it's sort of in the realm of ridiculousness though. What would be if there was like if NFA was not a thing?
I would carry Glock 18, just
That's
because.
not a bad option. Just because.
Just because. Just be like, huzzah! And
No joke. Like if we lived in a world with no NFA.
Huzzah.
I mean,
You
of
would have
course.
to say huzzah.
Well, if we lived in a world with no NFA, and then let's just say, for example, that PPSH 43s were coming into the country at Mosin prices, you bet your fucking ass I would carry one of those in the truck.
Fuck it.
That round is nasty.
Fuck it. 249 para.
Fuck yeah, man! I put a turret on my car. Step away from my car, fucker!
Hold on. Miles just said, in all seriousness, and I actually am going with him on this one. I can't believe I just said those words. P90 for a truck gun.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
That's a great option for and like especially an SBR
Or a full auto.
or full auto. Yeah.
You could once again say huzzah and hose somebody down with
I was
bullets.
waiting for Evan
Yeah,
to
and you
say.
can do it one-handed too. Now, if you play the game Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, you know the P90 is capable of taking out giant mechs. So it's obviously a devastating round.
And Miles, the Tavor X95, yeah, Okay,
Ah,
option.
No, but no shit though. Like the friggin' P90 as a truck gun, if you SBR'd it, or even if you had a full auto, but we're just going to assume for a second that it's just a regular SBR, or even if it was just a regular SBR, it's actually a really good option.
it weighs like nothing. It's a potent cartridge, 50
You
rounds
have
in the
50
magazine.
rounds.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
50 rounds.
So you carry 2 spare magazines and you have 150 rounds of ammo.
You don't even need a spare magazine. Like, what's that?
Just put one in your back pocket, you know,
Yeah.
just in case, I guess.
Yeah, actually, that would be a fantastic option.
Oh my
I can't.
God, Miles actually said something that made sense.
I just can't believe we didn't think of that before.
Carry a 5.7 pistol to
Miles,
complement
this
it.
is a once in a lifetime thing you'll ever hear. Good job.
Good job, Miles. We love you.
Great job.
Good job.
Great job.
Okay, so guys, read the chat real fast.
All right. Which one?
Seth.
Let's see.
Mm. I want to chit-chat.
Let's see. All right.
In a bit, Aaron.
Yeah. If you need to go, Evan and I can carry it on for a bit longer.
Okay, yeah, dude, I gotta get to work.
All right, G.
Yeah, take care, guys.
So Evan and I will carry on for a bit longer.
Gotta sell them Subarus.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, anyway, if NFA was not a thing, I
if
would love a
NFA was
P90.
if NFA wasn't a thing, I would have an M79 with buckshot in it.
Dude, M60.
But the M79 you can actually shoot.
Yeah, I
You don't
know
have-
that, but then you blow up everything. Like, don't worry, I'll save you. Hostage
No, you
shot.
gotta you load it with buckshot.
Well, yeah, okay.
Let me shoot you with my claymore. Like
Is James Yeager? Is James Yeager gonna teach a hostage shot with a fucking M79?
hey,
No,
in
man, you
Russia,
couldn't
they
do
don't
it.
worry about hostages.
No, of course not. You know, since I work at a small town library, and the NFA is no longer a thing, I'm gonna carry an M79, and if anyone ever attacks on my precious library, I'm just gonna aim it into the library, fire, and hope that I get the right target because I'm probably going to.
Just buckshot at it.
No, I want to do the thing where I'm standing outside of an office building and shooting at cop cars
With one hand.
with one hand.
Yeah.
No, dude, a minigun. The obvious.
Yeah. You could shoot an M79 one-handed with grenade rounds.
Oh, I'm sure you could, but I would
You're
rather have
not
a
gonna
minigun.
hit anything, but you can do
Oh,
it.
you say that now, Evan, but you don't know me. Probably hit myself. Oh, an AA-12.
Oh my god, AA-12 would be sick.
Do.
Just bow, 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 bow.
Could you imagine like the ridiculous scenarios? This guy pulls up at the gas station and he has a knife. He's like, "Yo, give me your money," and you just go, "Okay," and you pull out a fucking A12.
Doop, 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 doop. I don't know
Yo,
why you shot him that many times, but why not?
why not? He had a knife.
He's coming right